Hi guys, what's up? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing amazing and you're studying your other subjects. Okay, I hope Harshu and Roshan you are fine, and especially the balcony people you are also studying. Okay, so I was left with four sections. That's section number 88, 89, 90, 91, and 92. Five sections. Okay, I mean four concepts and five sections. So we're gonna do that today. Okay, I hope you have written the notes of meetings full chapter, and I hope you have watched the interpretation of statutes video also, which was shared in the group. Okay. So for all those people who have not yet started studying, guys, please study, please study, please study. I hope you have enjoyed the law. Okay. Quickly, let's start. So in this session, I'm going to teach you those four sections. That's 88, 89, 90, 91, and 92. Okay. Now see. So you can open your notes because directly I'm teaching you from the notes. All those people who do not have the notes, please check the group or in the Telegram group. It is already shared. So you can take it from the Telegram group. Okay. And if any of your friends want to do law again, if he has studied somewhere else and he's not yet updated or not remembering the content, you will see the subscription link in the description. You can refer that link to your friends and in other WhatsApp and Telegram group so that they can take the subscription of law or the entire group one. Okay, the subscription link is shared in the description. So section number 88 we have discussed in the class. Again, I'm repeating it's basically register of members, ROM. Every company needs to keep a ROM, okay, wherein it contains the details of the equity shareholders, preference shareholders, okay, whether in India or outside India. Okay, we have register of debenture holder also. We have register of other security also, or other security holders also. So register of members, register of debenture holders, register of other security holders. Now following other forms, ROM is MGT1, register of debenture holders, other security holders is MGT2. Foreign register was MGT3, MGT1, MGT2, MGT3. Okay. Now, if a company is not having share capital, so what details will be kept in the ROM? See, shares are not there. So, basic details will keep like name of the member, the address, the email, the PAN number. Okay. Then date of him becoming a member, date of him cessation of membership. That's basically when he sold the shares. So, at that time, the membership got cancelled. Correct. The date of cessation of become of a member, then amount of guarantee, and my favorite, any other. So these details we will put in the ROM. Now this point are common, that every entry in the register, whether you talk about debenture holders or preference holder, every register ka you want to make entry there, it will be within 7 days of the approved by the board of directors or the committee approving the allotment or transfer of shares or debentures. So everybody, any register you talk about, whenever you want to make the entry in the register, it is within 7 days. You talk about debenture holder ka register, you talk about preference holder ka register, you talk about any security holder. Okay. Then the register shall be maintained at the registered office. The register shall be kept generally at the registered office, but if company wants to shift the register, now imagine my head office is in Bangalore. Okay, I want to shift my registered office to Mysore. So generally it should be kept at the Mysore. My registered office is in Bangalore. I have to keep in Bangalore. But if I want to shift it to Mysore, so if you want to shift it into any place in the same city, town, village, in the same city, town, village. Okay, if I have to shift from Jayanagar to Seshadipuram in Bangalore only, Jayanagar to Seshadipuram in Bangalore only, I just have to pass SR. But if I want to shift from Bangalore to Mysuru, so I have to pass SR. Plus in Mysore. More than. It's not a lag, it is a point to be remembered. Okay. More than 1/10 of the total number of members should reside. That means if there are total 5,000 members in the ROM, so 501. If there are 5,000 members in the ROM, 501 members should reside in Mysuru. And plus SR, two conditions, they pass SR and more than 1/10 of the members should reside. Then maintenance of index is mandatory if minimum 50 members are there in the ROM. See, there are up to 49 members. So I can see access all the details of the members. But if there are minimum 50 members, I need to have an index. Like imagine Harshu is standing at 420. Rakshit is standing at 600. So if I want to see their details, I need an index there. So index is mandatory if there are minimum how many? 50 members. Then point number 7. What does point number 7 says? If I have a foreign register, if I have foreign members, so I can keep a register in the foreign country also. So imagine Harshu is in Uganda. He bought my company ka share. So he became member. So Harshuka details will be entered. Harshuka details will be entered in the ROM of foreign, that's foreign register of members, within 7 days. Then I will take the details from foreign register to India ka register. Foreign register to India ka register within 15 days. See, any entry in the register is always 7 days. But transmitting from foreign register to the India ka register, it is 15 days. So let's read this. A company, if authorized by articles, can keep a part of the register outside India, constituting, what will you say? Constituting the name and the particulars of members, the debenture holders, other security holders, beneficial owners residing outside India. That's basically Harshu, Uganda. The company shall transit to the register office in India a copy of every entry. Entry you will do it in 7 days. We just studied that point number 4. Okay, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. Correct, 7 days. Now, the copy of entry in the foreign register shall be transmitted to India within 15 days. Within 15 days after the entry is made, and such register shall be deemed to be the part of principal register. It's a part of main register only. So entry in the ROM is always 7 days. Achha, but if you have a foreign register, that foreign register detail will come to India within 15 days. Okay. Then if register is not maintained, company ka penalty is 3 lakh, officer ka is 50,000. Company ka is 3 lakh, officer ka is 50,000. Okay. So this was section number 88, guys. 88. That is register of members, MCQ pointers. Index wala point is important. Shifting of register ka wala point is important. Okay. Cool. Now 89 and 90 will be doing it from the model. I'll teach you later on 89 and 90. Okay. Hold on. In the notes also I'll tell you to write. Later on we'll do. Okay. Come to 91. 91. Closure of register. Closure of register. Now see. So basically the main evidence to give dividend, to give notice for the meeting, to call the AGM, okay, all those are given to the members. How do you become member in a company? By buying shares. How many shares, sir? 1 share. Okay, now imagine somebody bought the shares on Monday. So his name would be entered into RM after T plus 1. That Monday ko he have bought the shares. So by Tuesday, his name would be entered here. Okay, let us assume Mr. A. Mr. B bought on Tuesday. So his name would be entered on Wednesday. B. So now I have 2 members. Then somebody ka Thursday, C and D, let us assume. Then Friday, E bought the shares. So this is buying only. But so there are people selling it also. So whenever you sell, again it is T plus 1 only. If you sell also, it is T plus 1 only. So imagine if somebody selling, Mr. B is selling on Thursday. B is selling on Thursday. So his name would be deleted from the ROM by Friday. So B ka name would be cancelled by Friday. So every day there's a change in the list. Like first A was there, then Wednesday ko A, B both became the member, then Thursday ko A, B, C, D all became the member. Then Friday ko what happened? E bought the share but B sold the shares. I mean, so the list is getting changed, correct? So to whom we should give dividend? Sir, you need to freeze the list. You need to close the list. So when I have to freeze the list, when I have to close the list, I need to first close the register of members. So it is called as what? Closure of register. What it is called as? Closure of register. So I need to close this register. See, practically what happens is people can buy and sell the shares. If I want to buy today Reliance ka share, I can buy. I can want to sell, I can sell Reliance ka share. But what will happen? Only my name would not be entered in ROM. Only my name would not be entered in ROM. The name would not be entered in ROM. Okay. So it says closure of register. So for how many days you can close the register? So it means the period during which section number is 91, guys. 88 was ROM, 91 is closure of register. It means the period during which the company lawfully refuses to accept the application for transfer of shares or debentures or other security holders. Okay, that means you close the register. It can be closed for maximum 45 days in a year and 30 days at any one time. Okay, 45 days in a year and 30 days at any one time means if I have closed for 10 days, let us assume in June, sir, allowed 30 days it is. Again 15 days in, let us assume, July, allowed, sir, no problem. Again 10 days, August, no problem, sir, no problem, you can close. Okay. Now January May, I am closing for 15 days. So the condition is 30 days at any one time. So 30 days, this is fulfilled, this is fulfilled, this is fulfilled, this is fulfilled. But there's a condition, 45 days, maximum 45 days in a year. 45 days in a year, maximum 45 days in a year. So 10 plus 15, 25 plus 10, 35. 35 plus 15, it will become 50. No sir, you can close it for maximum 10 days. You can close it for maximum 10 days. That means it is basically 30 days at any one time, and continuation, in continuation 30 days, and during the lifetime in a year, it is 45 days in a year. So it says it can be closed for maximum 45 days in a year and 30 days at any one time. So continuation it is 30 days, cumulatively total it will be 45. So can we say like this, it is 30 plus 15, 30 plus 15, continuation में 30 days, additional 15 days, so total is 45. Okay. Now minimum 7 days का notice should be given. Minimum 7 days का notice should be given by the company before closure of such register. Minimum 7 days का notice should be given by the company before closure of such register. And if you contravene this section, how much is the penalty? The penalty is 5,000 rupees per day subject to maximum 1 lakh. 5,000 rupees per day subject to maximum 1 lakh. 5,000 per day subject to maximum 1 lakh. So this question came as an answer in as a MCQ question with regards to penalty. 5,000 rupees per day subject to maximum 1 lakh plus that 30 and 45 day I have used. Section number 19. Giving you 2 minutes time, read from the book, from the notes if you have written, or if you have not written, read from the screen. I'm switching off my video, I'm here only, okay? Switching off the video, read. Done. Section number 91, closure of register. Okay. Now, 92, very important section. Annual return I have written important. Also, I'll tell you which points are important, generally on which questions are framed. Annual return. Like when you pay income tax to the department, you have deposited 2,000 rupees, that it is your income tax. So how would Nirmala auntie come to know that it is your 2,000 rupees? So you need to inform it via income tax return. So this is my income, this is the corresponding tax I have paid via this challan number on this date via this bank. So they can map it. Okay. So that is you're giving information to the income tax department. Same way you must have studied in GST department ko that you have paid GST. How would the government come to know that it is your GST amount? So we inform the government via GST return. Same way in a company, when you prepare the financial statements, we have prepared the entire financial statement, you give it to the ROC. How you give it to the ROC? Via annual return. Via what? Via annual return. So it says every company shall prepare annual return in form number MGT7. Underline MGT7. MGT7 is the form number. MGT means management. MGT7, and shall file it with the ROC within 60 days from the date of AGM. So you have to file MGT7 within how many days, guys? Within 60 days from the date of AGM. Within 60 days from the date of AGM. Sir, what if AGM is not held? Still you have to file. Still you have to file. Still it should be filed within 60 days. 60 days from the day on which AGM should have been held. From the day on which AGM should have been held. From the day on which AGM should have been held. 30th September. You know it. AGM held, from that day 60 days file annual return. AGM not held, file within 60 days from the date of 30th September. I mean, you can't write 30th September, it says from the last day on which AGM should have been held. This we have discussed in meeting, I mean AGM wala provision, that why it is 30th September, because of that 6 month wala condition. Correct? Then very important point is 60 days. Annual return shall be signed by the director and a company secretary. So by a director and a CS who is doing job in the company. So if there is no CS applicable to us, then a company secretary in practice. Ideally a director and a company secretary who is doing job. CS who is working in a company. As if no CS is there in your company, because if the rule is not applicable, because CS appointment is not mandatory for all companies, there is a list given. So it says if no CS, then a company secretary in practice. Then a company secretary in practice. You have to do sign. So director and a CS. If CS is not there, then a director and a company secretary in practice. Director will have to sign. Then every listed company. Circle the word every listed company. Every listed company shall certify the annual return. Shall certify the annual return in form number MGT8. In form number what? MGT8. MGT7 was annual return. Behind that, there's a certification done by another company secretary in practice. That whatever particulars are there in MGT7, it is true and correct. Who will sign that? A CS in practice. But for this MGT8 is applicable for which company? Only for listed company. So the rule is every company file MGT7 within 60 days. AGM happened from that day. AGM not happened within 60 days from the last day on which AGM should have been held. Acha, listed company behind MGT7 attach MGT8. MGT listed company behind MGT7 attach MGT8. MGT8 has to be signed by company secretary in practice. The same CS who have done in point number 2, he can't sign. Some other CS have to sign. That's logical, because he is certifying the particulars of MGT7. So that same CS can't sign. Any other CS in practice. Then the copy of annual return shall be placed on the website of the company, and the web link should be given in the annual report. So you upload it on the website. You upload on the website. So you upload it on the website, and the web link will be given in the annual report. Then fifth, if it is not filed, very important point, repetitive penalty, very important. If it is not filed within 60 days, then how much is the penalty for the company? The penalty for the company and the officer is exactly same. Okay, only the maximum part is different. 10,000, 10,000, 100 per day, 100 per day, subject to maximum 2 lakh, subject to maximum 50,000. Important penalty. 10,000, 10,000, 100 per day, 100 per day, maximum 2 lakh, maximum 50,000. 10,000, 10,000, 100 per day, 100 per day, maximum 2 lakh, maximum 50,000. Then, if CS in practice certifies the annual return without conformity of the requirement of section 92, if CS was not supposed to sign, but he have signed, like if it was not listed company, he have certified MGT8, I mean he have signed in on MGT8, okay, then this penalty is on the CS. You can skip this, because in the exam generally this penalty comes, annual return wala. 10,000, 10,000, 100 per day, 100 per day, maximum 2 lakh, maximum 50,000, okay. Then if a CS in practice certifies the annual return without conformity of the requirement of section 92, then he is liable for 2 lakh rupees, he is liable for 2 lakh. Then this we have already discussed. All the records and the register shall be preserved for how many years? 8 years, except foreign register, except register of members in India and foreign register, it shall be preserved permanently. This we have discussed in the book itself, that all the register in India, entire thing should be kept for 8 years, except in register of members in India, register of members outside India. That will be preserved permanently. That will be preserved when permanently. Okay. Then there's some content of the same content is written in the module, page 7.24, 7.28 module, signing of annual and preservation of register. This you can read. So section 92 is guys done. Remember 60 days from the date of AGM. If not within, if AGM not happened, then 60 days from the last day on which AGM should have been held. How much is the penalty? 10,000, 10,000, 100 per day, 100 per day, maximum 2 lakh, maximum 50,000. Maximum 2 lakh, maximum 50,000. Understood? This was section 92 important. Now, in the notes, in case if you have written section number 89, write there, refer Question 5A, September 25 suggested. September 25 suggested, question number 5A, besides section 89 का content, okay? Wrote question number 5A. So there I think in the notes itself we have written module page 7.12. Module page 7.12. Okay, so this you have to do directly from the module. So I'm opening module ka page number is 7.12. Now, so section number is guys 89. It says declaration in respect of beneficial interest in any share. Declaration in respect of beneficial interest in any share, section number is 89. Now, what is the beneficial interest if a natural person like us, human being, okay, if they hold indirectly in an entity, or if they hold indirectly plus directly, if they hold indirectly plus directly some percentage in another entity, so you are called as what? Significant beneficial owner, SBO, significant beneficial owner. Now, I'll give you a very simple example. If AB, individual, is holding shares in Reliance, so this is direct holding or indirect? So this is direct holding. How much it is? It is direct holding. So this rule is not applicable to you. If AB, an individual, holds, let us assume, 5% in X Limited. One second. So imagine Mr. AB holds more than 50% in X Limited. Okay. Don't tell me that it is subsidiary. Boss. Subsidiary is because of company. AB is an individual, not holding subsidiary. Nonsense. AB is holding more than 50% X Limited, and X Limited is holding 11% in Y Limited. In Y Limited. So ultimately AB is controlling X Limited and X Limited is controlling Y Limited. Not even control, I mean they have a stake there in Y Limited, correct? Now ultimately what happened? AB is having a stake here. Did he put directly the money? No, he put indirectly. He put what? Indirectly. He put indirectly. He put what? Indirectly. So this is what called as AB is called as significant beneficial owner. So basically they are trying to identify an individual. This rule is applicable only to an individual. If individually you have invested your money in a company, no crime, no problem. Just give a disclosure in form number BEN1, beneficiary 1, BEN1. So if AB is an individual who has invested in a corporate and that corporate invested in some company, okay, when I say with the word body corporate, it includes also LLP, okay. So if in an entity they have given the list, we will study that, okay. If you have invested in somewhere and that somewhere invested ultimately in a company, that means that individual ka money went into that company, correct? So that is called as indirect interest. So it is called as significant beneficial owner. No crime, just disclose. Acha, this is the first situation. This was direct. Rule not applicable. Here applicable. This is my second example. Third, AB invested 5% in Reliance Industries. Will this rule be applicable? No, he is a registered owner. I am the direct owner, not applicable. AB invested in X Limited. X Limited invested 8% in Reliance. AB invested, let us assume, more than 50% in X Limited and X Limited invested 8% in Reliance. Now, if imagine this line was not there, this line was not there, that AB investing in Reliance, correct? AB invested more than 50% and X Limited invested in Reliance 8%. This rule is not applicable because the percentage given to us is 10%. How much percentage it is? 10%. So if you indirectly invested 10% or if you indirectly plus directly invested 10%, then this rule is applicable. You have to give disclosure. Now, sir, in this question, AB directly invested 5%, rule not applicable. AB invested in X Limited, X Limited invested 8% in Reliance, not applicable because the percentage is 10%. But here, what did he have done? What AB has done? So AB has a stake directly of 5, but also indirectly of 8. Also indirectly of 8. So 8 plus 5 is how much? 13, which is more than 10%. So this rule applicable. You need to give disclosure. Understand? Sir, direct may if you have invested, let us assume 15%. Rule not applicable because it is direct stake. Number 2 may if you invested something in a company, company invested 10% or more in another company, then it is indirect interest. It is indirect interest. This rule is applicable. Third, if you invested directly, not applicable. If you invested indirectly, still not applicable. The percentage was less. But if you do cumulatively, that is indirectly plus directly, indirectly plus directly, indirectly plus directly, then if it is minimum 10%, then this rule is applicable. So in your notes, draw this, then we read from the book, draw this example. SBO. So AB, always remember AB, individual will be the significant beneficial owner, AB. AB would be called as SBO, significant beneficial owner. Draw this in your book. I'm here only. Oh, I think there was a mute. Shit, there was a mute. Sorry. Again we do this. Again we do this. Again, my mistake. Okay, it was muted. A person whose name is entered in the ROM. A person whose name is entered in the ROM. X Limited. Ka name is entered into ROM Y Limited because they are the register holders. So X Limited or the LLP, whoever is holding it, they will inform to Y Limited in MGT4. Inform number what? Inform number MGT4 within 30 days. MGT4 within 30 days. MGT4 within 30 days. Okay. Declaration by person holding beneficial interest in the shares. In this example, who was the beneficial holder? AB. So if AB is holding shares, the indirect interest. So AB will inform to Y Limited that I hold shares in your company of minimum 10%. I need to inform this within 30 days. Inform number MGT5. Form number MGT5. Now, AB holding, that is indirect, is called as beneficial owner. X Limited holding in Y Limited is called as registered owner. So these both people will inform to Y Limited in form number MGT4 and MGT5. This is MGT4, this is MGT5. Okay. Now, if there's a change, still you need to file. If there's a change in the beneficial interest in the shares, okay, still you need to file. The registered owner or the beneficial owner, still you need to file within 30 days to the company. So in both the case, guys, in both the case, AB or X Limited, if your holding is getting changed, still you will inform to Y Limited inform number MGT4 and MGT5. That change also you need to inform. Okay. Now, company. Once you have filed a declaration to the company, where any declaration under 89 is made to the company shall file such declaration to the ROC. The company shall file such declaration to the ROC in form number MGT6 within 30 days from the date of receipt of declaration. When AB or X Limited inform to Y Limited, then Y Limited will go to ROC in form number MGT6. Form number MGT6. Form number MGT6. 4, 5, 6. What it is? 4, 5, 6. Cool. This much only you have to read. Read. Okay. I'm here only. Read. Done? Perfect. Let's do the question. Then the class gets end. What's the question? September 25 का question number 5A. See, September 25 का paper, question number 5A. This was the first question which came in the history of ICAI on beneficial. This is the only question, okay? A Limited is a public limited company incorporated in 18 having registered office in Nasik, Maharashtra, engaged in the so and so. It has the following breakup of equity and preference share capital. So A Limited का capital, if we say, they're talking about 1,20,000 equity shares of 100 each, okay, and 1,50,000 preference shares of 10 each, okay. Mr. Maratha, one of the elite members from Jaipur, holds in her name equity share worth 6,50,000. So now Maratha holds equity shares of how much? Rupees 6,50,000, okay. That means you have to convert this. 1,20,000 into 100, that is basically 1 crore 20 lakh, okay. 6,50,000 in this, and also has a beneficial interest in equity shares worth 3 lakhs, okay. So this is a registered holder, that is direct. Martha also holds something via indirect worth 3 lakh. Total it is 9,50,000. 9,50,000. Okay, I have told you 10%. Okay, is concerned about the declaration to be made as mandated by the company's rule so and so. 9,50,000. She consulted CA Miss Marina, her friend, from on the above issue, who advised that since she has significant beneficial ownership directly and indirectly in the company, she is required to file a declaration as mandated by the above rule. Refer as per Companies Act. Whether advice given by Marina, her friend on the above, is in line with SB rules. So Marina is saying that she is required to file a declaration. And you need to check whether you are supposed to file declaration or not. But you have to answer from the advice of Marina. Marina is saying file the declaration. So either Marina is correct or Marina is incorrect. So you don't have to write like disclosure is required, declaration is required, declaration is not required. So you will write that, but you need to give a conclusion that yeah, Marina is correct or Marina is not correct, depending upon your answer. And SBA rules are applicable in every case. Comment and mention the instance where the rules are not applicable. As exemption basically. Okay, exemption ka list is there. Now see. So every individual who acting alone or together or through one or more persons or trust, including a trust and a person resident of India, holds how much? Holds beneficial interest of not less than 25%, not less than 25%, or such other person as may be prescribed in the shares of a company, or the right to exercise or actual exercising of significant influence or control, shall make a declaration to the company. MGT4 registered holder, MGT5 beneficial owner, okay, within such period, that is basically 30 days. We have discussed it. This is the section. Waste rules may now it is 10%. Right now for exam is 10%. As per rule so and so, significant beneficial means an individual who acting alone or together through one or more persons or trust satisfy one or more of the following. What? Holds indirectly or together with any direct holdings. Indirectly, directly holds kitna? Not less than 10%. That's minimum 10% of the reporting company. Okay, in this company A Limited. Then holds indirectly or with directly, indirectly or indirectly by directly, minimum 10% of the voting. That's basically equity shares. Has a right to receive or participate in the not less than 10% of the total distributable dividend of the company. If he gets dividend, he doesn't hold but he gets dividend. Or has a right to exercise significant influence in any manner other than through direct holdings alone. That means other than indirect, only indirectly. So indirectly plus directly, if you hold minimum 10%. For the exam it is 10% for you. In the section they have given 25%, but that can be, government can increase it. Right now it is 10. In after future it will be 20%, will be 25%. Okay, right now it's 10 for your exam. Now in the given question, Miss Martha is holding equity shares amounting 6,50,000 in her name directly. that's registered owner, and 3 lakhs having indirect interest, that's beneficial interest. Total 950. Now, if you do 1 crore 20 lakh ka 10%, 10%, 1 crore 20 lakh that is 12 lakhs. Here, so they are only holding 9 lakh 50. So, declaration not required. Marina, you are incorrect. Marina, you are incorrect. She is not required to file declaration as mentioned by CA. Marina, correct. She is not required to file. So, Marina, you are incorrect. Clear? Now, this is an exemption ka list. SBO rule shall not be made applicable to the extent the shares of the reporting company is held by. Who's holding it? IEPF. Now, IEPF is holding on behalf of somebody else, correct? If you don't claim it, it is transferred to IEPF. Then, its holding reporting company provide the details of such holding reporting company. Its holding reporting company, that is not applicable. Third, held by CGSD. Okay, a reporting company or a body corporate or entity controlled by the CGSD. Company hold by CGSD. C में directly CG holding it. CGSD local authority. D में a company holding shares in the another company, and that company is basically government company. Government holding in a company and that company holding shares. This rule is not applicable. Any investment vehicles like mutual funds. So mutual funds buy shares on behalf of people, right? So this rule is also not applicable to them. Any investment vehicle regulated by RBI and IRDA, Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority of India. So it's basically IRDA, RBI ka people. Okay, if they are holding indirect interest in the company, they are not allowed. I mean, they are not. This section is not applicable. This rule is not applicable to them. That means they don't have to inform to the ROC. Understood this? This is not applicable. This is exemption ka list. So question 5 is very simple. It is just you have to check 10%. How much percent? Guys, 10% holding. If it is minimum 10%, you need to give a declaration to the company. Register owner 4, beneficial owner 5. Inform the company. Company informs to the ROC. MGT 6. Understood? Finish. So all this content was pending from my side, which I have taught you completely. Interpretation of video, you have to do it. Okay, it's already shared in the Telegram group. I hope you have understood the concept. Please start studying. I have given the timetable. The timetable is shared in the group already. Start watching the lectures, and whenever the academy is taking the test, please go and write the test. Okay, it will boost your confidence. Cool. Bye bye guys. Take care, enjoy, and aim for a rank or 70 plus, which is earlier. Whenever I am coming to Bangalore, okay, I'll definitely meet you with the positive results. Okay. Bye guys. Take care.